So let's go right into talking about Andor episode. What's it? 10? No, 11.
This is
11.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I know this is that's if Twitter survives.
Hey,
yeah,
we cut all those offices and all the people walking off the job. I was like, all right.
We'll see. But yeah, check us out on Twitter. We're on Twitter right now. I think it's twitter.com/spoiler_kings because I couldn't get spoiler kings. I was like, really? So very annoying, but whatever.
Bring back MySpace. Bring back MySpace.
Top 5, top 7. What was it? That's funny.
Oh man, that's great.
That's funny. But yeah, so let's get into Andor episode 11. It came out yesterday as we're recording this. I watched it today when I got home, and yeah. One episode left. Was this a good prep for the finale? What do you guys think?
I mean, everything's been a prep for the finale. I mean,
everything's been a prep. Yeah.
Every episode is a prep for the next episode. I'm like, all right, come on, man. Let something happen. And then I get there, like a little bit happened, but not much. I went through this whole episode and it's just not enough stuff going on. There's no reason for it to be this long.
Yeah. Derpy's liking it. A lot of people are liking it, but you know, I don't know.
It's a slow burn, like you guys say. It's a slow burn.
It is.
But
it is.
Right now, I feel like the embers are starting to go out. Yeah, you better do something.
Yeah,
give us some action.
Yeah, it's man, I like this episode, but like you said, it's a very talky like series so far.
Yeah.
So like if you want like not action, some action, but it's mostly like they're talking and setting things up and you're like, oh my God, that's going to happen. Or they're doing that. Or like, I'm trying to think of like a good, like what it is like, but it's this very,
you know what? Watching this episode is like watching someone set up 10,000 dominoes. You know, and that's what's like,
you know what?
One at a time. That's what's going on. And like,
it's funny.
You know, it's going to be good. You can see it coming, but it's just like, it's 10,000 dominoes one at a time. And like every episode is like, oh, he's going to push it. He's going to push it. He's going to push it. No, it's just another domino. That's what's happening the entire time.
And you know, on surface level, and I know I was really defending this show for it being a slow burn. You know, pretty much initially the first couple times, you know, like the first half of the season, I was like, just wait for it. It's Tony Gilroy and Dan Gilroy. They specialize in slow burn, blah 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 blah. But at the same time, especially, I don't know if I've been especially irritated the last couple weeks or what's going on, but I'm just like, you know, the show's good, but like, come on.
Yeah.
Give me something. Why are you doing this? I love I do like the change of pace and it being like a little more character driven, just because I've always liked Diego Luna that much as an actor. I'm really happy he's getting his own show. But just like, come on.
I'm just waiting for something to happen.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. I like it. You know, I guess who is it? Den and Nerds and Star Wars Theory, they're getting a lot of trash, you know, because they're like, yeah, it's good, but it's not great. And
guess what it is? It's good, not great. That's all.
And I don't, I don't get why, like, well, Den and Nerds were like, it's not my thing, which I get why people say it's not their thing when it's come to Star Wars. You know, I know, Brian, you were saying that for a long time. Yeah. You know, I get it, but I don't think you should be trashing people like, oh, look at these guys just hate Star Wars. I was like, I love Star Wars, you know what I mean? And just because I don't like something great, you know, but I don't know.
Yeah, whatever happened to people having varying opinions, you know, if you don't fall in line. Yeah, if you don't fall in line with everyone's opinion, it's, you know, they come out with their pitchforks and torches, or, oh, you're an idiot, or, oh, you just don't understand it. Let people have their varying opinions.
Yeah. You know, and for me, it's like if somebody comes out and says like, oh, this show's the greatest show ever. I'm like, cool. I don't see it that way. I mean, I don't see what you're talking about. You know, granted, it is a great show.
Yeah.
It is a great show,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's like I'm not gonna call it the worst thing ever. You know, but I'm not. It's definitely not the greatest thing. It's very different, which I appreciate. That it's very, very different Star Wars, which is kind of cool.
And if you see, that's where we go right now. I've now accepted it into it being Star Wars, but it does not feel very Star Wars like, and which is okay sometimes. But I think you should have some type of payoff. And right now, my issue is that the payoffs are really far in between.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know, like it's too long. They're going too long waiting for the payoff, and that kind of lowers its number. Like I was at the 6, I was hyped, and so I thought, oh well, I could wait to 9, and then nothing happened at 9, and then nothing happened at 10, and then nothing happened at 11.
Stuff happened. 10 was the jailbreak.
Jailbreak.
It wasn't the best.
It wasn't
thing to ever happen, but
I'm just saying, as far as action wise, it's not like the most action. Like you're not getting enough action for such a long series, you know. For being 12 episodes, it's not enough action.
You're getting more character content, which I do appreciate. It's like I said, it's very
Can't you do both?
Character driven. Appreciate that. It's kind of like in terms of the pacing and the occurrences, it kind of look at this. It kind of goes like this, and then like a little something, and then that, and then maybe a little something, and then that.
Isn't that how people die?
People die. The slow heartbeats.
It's just like you get flatline. If we don't get this episode 12 right now, we're gonna flatline. I'm just letting you know. They better do something epic this episode. And I hope it's not just I hope it's not just Andor going to the funeral and almost getting caught. I hope it's more than that.
Yeah. I don't know. I think like I like this episode. I thought it was pretty cool. Like so like towards the end when Andor finds out, you know, his mom, you know, quote, mom died. You know, like that scene of him looking out to the ocean. I was like, oh, you know, even my girlfriend was like, oh, look, it's a call forward to Rogue One because that's how that movie kind of ends with him more or less, you know, like them staring off to the sunset kind of thing. So I'm like, oh, that's kind of interesting. So it was like, but then in that same scene is when the buddy he escaped with told him, he goes, people need to know, like, is that the moment he realizes I need to be part of this rebellion? You know, they took my mom, they took my freedom. You know, like what else? Like, how bad are these people?
But there's so many different wild cards still. Luthen's still out there.
Yeah.
What's going to happen?
He's cold-blooded. You talk about cold-blooded? Whoo, man, that man does not. He's just like, greater good. He goes, I'm going to kill you. Greater good.
He's like, yeah, happy. You know, we've known each other for a decade, but I've known him for a decade and one day, and I'm going to kill you. Sorry. You know,
yeah.
He's cold-blooded for real.
Yeah. Yeah. But I don't know. Well, I mean, did you like anything else in this episode? Do you see it setting anything up for the finale? What do you think the finale is going to probably be?
You know, just to kind of go hand in hand with what Brian said, it just seems like it's setting up or promising something that I'm even questioning will ever happen. You know,
it's possible that we get to the end of this episode and they go to next season without anything happening.
Oh, I'd be so annoyed. I'd be so angry.
Yeah,
you can see it happening, right? Can you not see it? Like Andor gets there, and the only thing he actually does is like escape the law, and then he's just sitting there looking at Luthen at the end of the episode, and that's it.
With the way it's paced, you know.
Yeah. It would be very upsetting.
I was
very upsetting.
Yeah, I was trying to be patient at first because I thought I knew what I was getting going in, but it's just getting very tedious.
So,
yeah, I think like what Brian was kind of saying earlier, episode 3 was like a good action. You're like, oh, cool, okay, and then episode 6 was amazing. Episode 6 was great, and then I think like you said was like, okay, I can wait until episode 9, and then 10 something small happens. You're okay, but it's just it's not enough. It's not enough.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like you said, it's all setup. You know, but if it's a setup into season 2 without paying anything off, that could be very dangerous going into season 2.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
It's already doing bad. Like they're going to release this on Hulu, I believe, on Hulu and somewhere else on TV, because they want people to watch this thing. They want people to watch this thing so bad they're releasing it on other platforms. I mean, granted, shit they own, but yeah.
They still own Hulu, so that's all right.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's getting to that point where, like, okay, because everyone's waiting for it to happen, waiting for the other shoe to drop, and you see it like, hey, there's the foot, there's the foot. Oh no, they jumped. Oh, here's the foot, it's coming. Oh no, it's not, and you're just waiting for it.
Yeah, they need to hype up people. I know it's gonna be on Hulu. Where else is it gonna be at? I think it's gonna be on like FX or ABC or something like that. Why can't I find it? But yeah, I did see it earlier. But I think it has really low viewership right now, which is bad because I think it deserves better than what it's getting viewer wise. But right now, Star Wars, everything needs to hit. Everything needs to hit. You need Mandalorian after Mandalorian. Like, you need that type of level nonstop, because right now people are upset. I don't want to say they're over Star Wars, but they're upset. You know, a lot of the OG fans are upset. I mean, this one's got good acting.
You're losing people right now. That's what it's coming down to.
Yeah, and I was interested in the prospect of the Andor show because he was one of my favorite characters in Rogue One. Like I said, I'm a big fan of Diego Luna. I think he deserves like all the success in the world. You know, so I was interested in kind of seeing where they go with it, because I thought there was a lot of potential with a character like him. And for all I know, if they really are doing the second season, there's a little more they could do. But I don't know. I just kind of expected, you know, despite a lot of the good character moments and that sort of thing, I just kind of I was just hoping for a little bit more and to be a little bit more engaged.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that we're going to get, you know, it could save itself if it has a blowout, like wonderful finale. But if the finale is not as good as what we are expecting or hoping for, then I mean, it might lose me. Honestly, it might lose me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Same.
Crazy to say, you know.
This needs to be one of the It needs to be one of the best. It needs to be up there with Mandalorian, Luke Skywalker. Like, it needs to be that level. I don't think they're gonna get. I don't think they can get that level.
I don't know if because they haven't set without the Force. I don't know if you can get to that level without the Force, unless you bring the Force in it in some way. I don't know if you get to that level.
Yeah,
because you need magic. You literally need some magic to get to that.
Yeah, point. Yeah. True. Yeah, it's. Man, I don't know. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough. You know, like I'm a Star Wars fan, so I'm gonna watch it. But right now, I'm just kind of middle of the road with it. You know, had high hopes. I'm like, all right, I'm holding on. But then it just, you know,
how many times can you disappoint you?
Not enough. Yeah. You know, it's not disappointing. It's just. It seems like I think it's setting up more than it delivers. I guess that's disappointment, right? but you know, like it sets up something that's going to happen that's big, and then it delivers very, you know, very
big, you know, like
undramatically.
Honestly, 6 was amazing. 10 I could get behind, but once again, it's not like 10 was unbelievable. Thing. It was just something I could get behind because it was a good 15 minutes.
Yeah, right at the end.
So that's just where I am right now. I mean, I'm not enamored with this last couple of episodes.
Yeah,
7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 7, 8, 9, 11. It's not been my cup of tea.
Yeah, but. We'll see. I mean, the one cool thing it did have was the laser. What was that? What was it? Okay, was that a lightsaber? Like lightsaber lasers? Like what was that shooting out of his ship?
I have no idea what that was. Like, and he knew.
You know, well, because like one, I guess like people didn't expect like that whole scene was pretty awesome. You know, where like he's getting the tractor beam and he just throws a bunch of shit, destroys the satellite. You know, I'm like cool, but then like he's fighting them. I'm like, but he's a rich guy, so I'm like, okay, yeah, he's gonna have all the bells and whistles. But then he pulls out the things that pop out, and then there's like lasers, and then he just like barrel rolls a bunch. And I was
he's like, all right.
But I'm like, what are those? Like,
you can't have giant lightsabers, so I don't know what that is.
You know, if anybody would have it, it would be him. Like because he already had a kyber crystal.
But when they also
that he just gave Andor,
would they not know? You know, that's him. Would be like, well, we know it's got to be this level of person.
Yeah. What if it winds up being that Luthen or Luthen, whatever his name? Yeah, what if he's a Jedi? What if he was a Jedi? What if
he's literally the first gray Jedi?
Well, I mean, I don't know if he's gray at this point. You know, he's just
is he still a lot of killing. Is he still Jedi? I mean,
you know,
or is he Sith?
Yeah, you know. So I wonder maybe they do something along those lines. You know, because he already said like he can't have family, he can't have this, he can't have that. It's like if you're saying you can't have those things. This cat, I don't know, he thinks I'm a freaking. But what if he's already used to not having a relationship? He goes like, I'm used to not being in love. I'm used to not having these feelings. I'm used to doing stuff for the greater good because that's what I was trained for as a Jedi. Would that kind of surprise you if he winds up being at least maybe a Padawan?
Not only would that surprise me, but I would love that as a plot point. I would love to see that.
Yeah. I said, oh God, it's really like next Thursday Thanksgiving, and that means the year's almost done. That means Avatar's almost here. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to never check that out. There you go, kitty cat content.
Oh, wow. I'm not ready for that.
Kitty cat content. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not over the show, but I'm done expecting things. I don't know if that's. I'm just gonna whatever I get. I get.
Yeah. I'm just.
Let it go.
I'm the same way. I'm just very numb to it. Like just whatever happens. I'm really having trouble being invested at this point, and I know I had the backs of Tony and Dan Gilroy when you guys were saying it was moving too slow. I was like, wait it out. Now look at me.
We've been waiting the whole time.
Still waiting it out. I mean, you were given a little sprinkle of good shit. Yeah. So Derby says thinks Luthen dies. Which I can see.
You think this first season?
Possibly. I wouldn't mind seeing that. Go to 26th, 27th. Well, or when what is it? Oh, I think it's 26th or 28th Wednesday drops.
I think it's going to be Wednesday.
Yeah.
For the finale. I don't think they're going to drop it on Thanksgiving.
No. Yeah, it's dropping that Thursday, the 20th.
You don't want to compare. Thursday is Thanksgiving.
Yeah. But they're going to drop it on Wednesday, which is the 23rd.
Yeah.
Because the 24th is Thanksgiving. So, yeah. But I don't know. Anything else, you guys?
I'm just hoping that we're going to get something good, and I want to come back in next week and say it blew me away. Like I got it. Thank you.
Hopefully. Yeah. Like, thank you. Maybe the wait was worth it, but
I don't think I'm going to say that.
Yeah. I don't want to get hurt. Any last words, Brandon?
That's pretty much it. Like I said, at this point, just like I said a minute ago, whatever happens next week happens. I'm gonna watch it because at this point, I've gotten this far. So in for a penny, in for a pound.
Yeah, same.
Hey, you got to think about for next year. You need to keep me for next year, so you need to be doing something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We need to leave off on something good. But that being said, we pass the question on to you guys, the viewers. Let us know what you think about Andor. It's coming out to the end. Let us know what you think. You like it, you hate it,
Either way it
underwhelmed,
goes.
overwhelmed. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Let us know. Leave a comment. Yeah.
Leave a comment. Let us know. Like the video. And as we said, we're getting to 500 subscribers, so we need you guys to subscribe. Please help out. We can't wait to get there. So do the next video, guys. Let's go.
Almost there.
All right.
Almost there.
On to our next topic.